Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. It's like a movie with a sequel as good as the original. Except in this movie, the hero is made of perfectly seasoned 100% beef. And stacked with melty American cheese and the perfect toppings, all for just another $1. Spoiler alert, the sequel is equally delicious and just $1 more. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Celebrate a Cincinnati holiday tradition with Scuba Santa at Newport Aquarium. For a limited time, get 2 extra months free when you purchase an annual pass. That's 14 months of close-to-home fun. Save today at newportaquarium.com.
Your place for Kentucky sports coverage. Weeknights with Jeff Pecoro.
Coming up, a local alumni fraternity chapter gives back to kids in the community. Plus, it's a day of honor and remembrance as the annual Wreaths Across America takes place.
And it's a chilly one outside tonight. Snow flurries and snow showers are moving across the sky across central and eastern Kentucky. But that is the opening act to a much bigger system coming for the end of the week. We'll have much more coming up.
ABC 36 News, Weekend Edition, starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Caitlin Shive. Some Lexington kids will be waking up on Christmas morning with a special present under the tree, but not from Santa Claus, from a Lexington alumni fraternity chapter. Members spent weeks collecting bicycles to give out through its annual bike drive. ABC 36's Justin Walker has more in our top story.
'Tis the season of giving.
It's a great feeling to be able to give back.
And giving is just what the Kappa Alpha Psi Lexington alumni chapter is doing, just in time for Christmas.
And some kids are going to wake up on Christmas morning with a brand new bike and that, feeling of elation, the same feeling that I had when I was a little kid. So it's a great feeling to be able to provide that and give that back.
For the second year, the alumni chapter collected donations from the community to provide bikes to children. Last year, they gave away 68 brand new bikes to the children of Mill Creek Elementary. This year, they took it up a notch.
Took it up to 100 was our goal, and we achieved that. And so we're very thankful to our donors and contributors that supported us and allow us to be a conduit to the community to give back to our kids and make their Christmas better.
Organizers say they met with Lexington school leaders.
Based on their needs, then we decided who would be the recipient of these gifts this year.
The bikes are going to students at William Wells Brown, Booker T. Washington, and Brenda Cowan elementary schools. People donated outside the county to help make this year bigger and better. And this time is even more special.
This is the founding day of our Lexington Alumni Chapter for 96 years here in Lexington, Kentucky. So this is a very good activity for us to be a part of.
Nearly a century with hopes of continuing their Christmas tradition of serving the community. In Lexington, Justin Walker, ABC 36 News.
One Lexington neighborhood has been getting into the holiday spirit this year, holding an annual Christmas parade today. Board members and residents in the McConnell's Choice neighborhood decked out their cars in holiday decorations, balloons, and inflatables and paraded through the neighborhood, throwing out candy. Santa Claus and the Grinch also took part this year. Organizers say this is the 3rd annual Christmas parade, which was created during the pandemic to help get the community involved.
People come out in their driveways and their front yards and stuff and wave, and kids are excited to get the treats and candy and things like that. So it was such a success in 2020. We decided to do it again last year in 2021, and we're continuing on here in 2022.
The Neighborhood Association says it hopes to continue the tradition for many years to come. All right, we are joined now by the newest addition to the weekend team. Jordan Smith is here taking on the position of our weekend meteorologist, so you'll be seeing his face every weekend from here on out. So welcome to the team, Jordan.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. I'm an honor to be here, and I'm looking forward to starting with you guys here at ABC.
So tell us a little bit about yourself first before we get into the weather here.
So I'm from Mount Vernon, so just right down 75 here in Kentucky, born and raised here in Kentucky. So I know the area very well. I'm excited to be able to tell the forecast and, get people up to date and alert as they head out the door. Mississippi State student studying broadcast meteorology. So again, I'm just super happy to be here and be a part of the team.
Awesome. So we had a bit of a chilly day today. Is it something that we're going to be seeing for the rest of the week?
Unfortunately, yes, we are. As right now, we're sitting at 31 in Lexington, 31 in Frankfort, 33 over in Jackson, 36 in Somerset, and 36 in Hazard. If we take a look at our max HD radar, we can see that not much is showing up on the radar, but if you stepped outside, there's a few flurries falling here at the studio here in Lexington. So maybe a few flurries, snow showers across the area throughout the rest of the evening. So just keep that in mind as you're heading out. The next 6 hours will continue to keep those temperatures very chilly, sliding off into the 20s. Futurecast shows those clouds and snow showers continuing to fly across the area. Clouds beginning to increase, and then they begin to let up into Sunday with mostly sunny skies before they begin to increase once again into our Monday. And again, we'll have much more on that potential winter storm forecast coming up at the end, at the full forecast, but at first we'll send it back over to Caitlin.
All right, thank you, Jordan. Well, a celebration of life was held this evening for Lexington shooting victim Elena Mammon. Friends and family gathered at the Clark's Legacy Center in Frankfort to say their final goodbyes and share stories of Mammon and the life she lived. Her celebration of life was live streamed through the funeral home's Facebook page. As we've reported, police say 19-year-old Elena Mammon was found shot to death last Saturday inside a vehicle on Colonnade Drive. Officers are still investigating the shooting. The funeral home says memorial contributions can be made in Mammon's honor to Crime Stoppers or the Franklin County Humane Society. It was a day of honor and remembrance today across the nation as the annual Wreaths Across America took place in cemeteries, including Jessamine County's Camp Nelson National Cemetery. Wreaths Across America is held on December 17th, where volunteers place wreaths at the grave sites of every veteran. At Camp Nelson, there are more than 16,000 graves. The wreaths are provided by donations from individuals and businesses. Today's ceremony included taps, a 21-gun salute, and the placement of flags. 800 volunteers then helped place wreaths on each grave.
It's something that we need to honor. Honor our veterans, remember our veterans in the war and our fallen. And also you'll see we have a lot of ROTC, junior ROTC, and young people out here. We need to teach them about the freedom and why we're doing what we do.
Wreaths Across America is already looking for donations for next year's ceremony. You can find out how you can donate by clicking on this story on our website, WTVQ.com, and wreaths are only $15. Still to come, a flood of migrants are at the U.S. southern border. It comes as Title 42 is set to expire in just a few days. Stay with us.
And everyone wants to know, are we going to have a white Christmas? I'll have the more details on that coming up when we return.
Today we are making cute little reindeer gift bags. So if you've got a gift that you want to give someone, maybe your kids, or you could wrap a present for your kids in these cute little reindeer bags. And it's super simple and very inexpensive. So what you're going to need are some brown paper bags, some jumbo candy canes. Really any candy cane will work, but I like the jumbo ones. Some tissue, some googly eyes, and then some of these pom-poms that you can get at a craft store, some craft glue, and some tape. So why don't we start making these cute little bags? What you're going to want to do first is kind of put the reindeer's face on. So we're going to take our crafter's glue and just glue these googly eyes on. Then once you have those on, we're going to take the red puff nose with the craft glue and put it right on there. Now, once we have that, we're going to open up the bag and take our cute little jumbo size candy canes, and we're going to tape these in. Now, I recommend kind of like the packing tape just to hold them because they're a little bit heavy. Once you have the antlers in, then you can stick your gift in there, fill it with some red tissue paper, and you have the cutest little DIY gift bag on a budget. It's really super cute, and your kids will love it, or their friends will love it. Even a teacher will love it. If you have any wonderful ideas, we'd love to hear about it, and you might see that on the next Mom to Mom.
Mom to Mom is brought to you by Perspectives, Paint, Wallpaper, Window Treatments, and Upholstery, and by Community Action Council.
A DQ Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl is the ultimate meal to meet your morning. Just look at that crispy hickory smoked bacon. Oh, but look at that sizzling Purnell sausage. And when you grab a Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl from DQ, you can have it all. With sausage gravy, fluffy eggs, melty cheese, golden hash browns, Purnell sausage, and hickory smoked bacon, of course. It's a portable breakfast that's hearty enough to meet whatever the morning throws at you. Get it today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
The anticipation. The sense of wonder. All the magic of the season. Put a little play in your holiday with these scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Keeping Binax Now handy makes it easy to test. And self-test kits may be reimbursable with no copay through your health plan. With Binax Now, you'll have reliable results in 15 minutes with the self-test that features the same technology doctors use and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. So you can always be prepared with Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
From all of us at News at Noon,
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
I'm Abby Horn, Community Liaison for Kenwood and Madison Health and Rehabilitation. And we are so excited to say welcome back to our friends and families. We love welcoming new seniors to our homes and employees to our work family. We are also looking for medical professionals to join our team. Drop by Kenwood or Madison Health and Rehab today for information regarding open positions. Check us out online at kenwoodhealthandrehabilitation.com or madisonhealthcenter.com or find us on Facebook.
Surprise!
It's a new Buick.
You got me a new Buick?
Oh, and there are more gifts inside.
You got me the head-up display.
Wow! It's a massaging seat.
Okay, what next?
Alexa, turn on holiday lights.
This year, give the gift of technology in every Buick SUV.
It's the holidays. Get 3.99% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these Buick SUV models. Visit your Bluegrass Buick dealer today.
Back with Jordan now. Today was a bit windy, a bit cold. We were starting to see some snow flurries here and there. And like you said earlier, everybody is wondering if we are going to have a snowy Christmas this year.
Yes, they are. That is the big question. And as of right now, it's looking like it's a possibility. But right now, if we take a look at our HD radar, you can see a few specks of white scattered about central and eastern Kentucky. But sometimes the radar doesn't get high enough beams to pick up on those snow flurries. So you still may see some snow flurries or a snow shower across the area, even if the radar is not showing it. The hour-by-hour temperature continues to show very cold temperatures. Temperatures staying in the mid-20s through tomorrow morning, Sunday afternoon, peak heating of the day there at 1, 2 o'clock, only near around freezing. So you're going to want to need the heavy jackets as you're heading out to a Sunday brunch or Sunday morning church services. Then temperatures slide off into the 20s for Monday morning, and wind chills that could be deep into the teens. Our future cast feels like, look at that, overnight tonight or tomorrow night into Monday morning, we could see temperatures or wind chills rather into the mid to upper teens. So it's going to be a chilly one out there. We wrap it up a little bit into the afternoon with, I say warm it up, but 32, 33 degrees by the afternoon as clouds beginning to increase, and that will be ahead of our system that begins to move in. Our weather headlines, it's cold and dry for now, But that's not why you're tuning in. Everybody's wanting to know what's going to happen at the end of the week. As of right now, we're watching model trends. We're into the point of the forecast 4 to 5 days out where they kind of jump all over the place. They'll show something for a little bit and then they'll show a completely different solution. Stay tuned over the next couple of days. We'll begin to fine tune that forecast. Something that is definite though, that brutal cold. That's going to be dangerous as we're heading into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Euro extended sees some rain beginning to move in on Thursday. That rain quickly changes over to snow. Look at all that snow beginning to move in Thursday into Friday, and then snow showers begin to move in Friday night into Christmas Eve. Another forecast here, GFS, shows again some rain beginning to move in early on Thursday, and as the cold air begins to crashes down, that changes over to snow, and then just bands of snow beginning to move over the area. As I said, one thing that we know for certain, it's going to be cold. A large area of the country, pretty much everywhere east of the Mississippi, is going to be much colder than average. But in the short term tonight, low around 22, partly cloudy and cold. On our Sunday, temperatures into the mid-30s and a mix of sun and clouds, but more clouds than sun. And with that, winds at 5 to 10 mile an hour. Even though your thermometer may show 36 degrees, it'll likely be much colder than that because of that wind chill. Take a look at our 7-day forecast. You can see temperatures staying cold but dry through Wednesday. But Thursday and Friday, look at that, potential winter storm. Again, more details on that in the days to come. And highs on Friday into Christmas Eve may not get out of the teens with lows down into the single digits. It's going to be absolutely frigid. We'll have much more coming up after the break.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
You're invited to come be our guest this Sunday at Southland. For service times and campus locations, head over to our website at southland.church.
I still think I can sell the car myself. This is going to take all day. And I have big plans. Brunch. Bubble bath.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, selling your vehicle is always fast and fair.
And a nice pedicure.
All done.
Don't trade in or sell by yourself. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com now for a free online valuation. Get in, get out, get paid.
Hello, young man. Do you clean chimney stains?
What can I get for you?
I'll have 2 fried chicken dinners with extra mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh, and 9 carrots to go. On Dasher! On Dancer! Ho, ho, ho!
However you get ready for the holiday season, please have a happy one. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
So, keeping the beard?
Academy Sports and Outdoors has the gifts to make this your most fun Christmas ever. From game tables to bikes to team sports and the best from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, golf, and grills. We've got everybody covered this holiday. Merry Christmas from everyone at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Bed of Zaxby's crinkle fries, hand-breaded chicken, hardwood smoked bacon, and buttermilk ranch. It's the perfect comfort food. Pillow sold separately, chicken bacon ranch loaded fries. Only at Zaxby's.
You're watching ABC 36 News, Weekend Edition.
Now to the growing concern of migrants at the U.S. southern border. Title 42 is set to expire in 4 days after a federal appeals court blocked efforts by 19 Republican-led states challenging the rule's expiration date. Since the Trump administration issued the order in March 2020, over 2.4 million expulsions have been carried out. Now, thousands of migrants are hoping they will now escape to the U.S. without immediately being turned away. Zareen Shaw has more.
Under Title 42, asylum seekers were expelled without a chance to plead their cases. Now thousands are waiting along the southern border for an opportunity to enter the U.S. without fear of being deported. A federal court gave the Biden administration until December 21st to roll back the policy. The Trump administration used part of a law that deals with public health to curb illegal immigration during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Texas Governor Greg Abbott was one of those suing to keep Title 42 in place. He told ABC's Martha Raddatz letting it expire will lead to chaos.
It's going to be catastrophic not just for Texas, but for the United States of America.
He argues that letting thousands into the country without knowing what their health status is potentially dangerous. But immigration advocates call Abbott's position hypocritical.
They have been fighting to end COVID restrictions everywhere except for asylum seekers.
Cities all over the country are already dealing with an influx of migrants. And according to a DHS intelligence bulletin obtained by ABC News, the Department of Homeland Security expects an increase in migration with the rollback.
First of our emergency shelters, which was utilizing a recreation center, reached its capacity of 275 people.
The GOP states who filed the lawsuit tell ABC News they will appeal to the Supreme Court. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A Tennessee man was arrested for allegedly planning to kill FBI agents who had investigated him. Edward Kelly was already facing charges in connection to the January 6th Capitol insurrection. Now the Justice Department says he and Austin Carter had a list of 37 law enforcement members to assassinate. They are charged with conspiracy, retaliating against a federal official, interstate threats, and solicitation to commit a crime of violence. Kelly and Carter remain detained pending further hearings. No comment yet from Kelly's attorney. Carter says he is innocent, according to his attorney. The Transportation Secretary Administration intercepted a record number of firearms this year. The agency said as of Friday, it stopped 6,301 guns at checkpoints this year. 88% of them were loaded. In 2021, TSA stopped nearly 6,000 firearms to discourage people from bringing weapons through checkpoints. TSA has increased the civil penalty to nearly $15,000. Coming up, a Napa man has been indicted in the murder of a Kentucky man in September. We'll have the details.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know just want you to know
Waiting sometimes is just inevitable. But if you're over 50 or live with a chronic condition, waiting could be deadly, because conditions like heart disease or diabetes raise your risk of serious illness or death from untreated COVID. And if you don't get treatment within days, you may not be able to get treatment. So, got COVID symptoms? Get tested and get treated right away. It can't wait.
106.3 is your favorite station. Be sure to check out Mandy and Shayna in the afternoon each and every day from 2 to 6.
Tune in for Second Day Update, Tell Me Something Good, tons of giveaways, and much more. And if we can't entertain you, we are sure the music will, with throwbacks and fresh hits. Only on Hits 106.3.
Big news. Right now at Spectrum Mobile, Unlimited is just $29.99 a month. And write this down. Your next line is free. This will be on the pop quiz. Questions?
That's not on the quiz.
Should be.
Yep.
You, sir.
He picks up two before he's pushed out of bounds.
Or to rephrase it, you get nationwide 5G for just $29.99, and your next line is free. What I'm saying is, Spectrum Mobile's coming at you with a big old $29.99 a month, and your next line is free. Over. Can I do the thing with the...
No.
Or you could say you get reliable coast-to-coast coverage for only $29.99. Your next line is free. Or you could say you get unlimited for $29.99. And I hope you guys are writing this down. You get reliable coast-to-coast coverage for only $29.99. And your next line is free. And your next line is free. 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 And your next line's free. Get unlimited for $29.99 a month, and your next line is free for 12 months. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
You're watching ABC 36 News, Weekend Edition.
A Napa man arrested at Sacramento International Airport last week has been indicted for murder in Kentucky in connection with a death investigation that spans 3 states. Lacey Mitri reports.
About 20 miles from his home in Tennessee, 53-year-old Mike Harding was found dead inside this empty home up for sale in Burkesville, Kentucky in September. He ran a business called Around the Clock Heating and Air.
Yeah, I seen him over there a couple of days working.
A neighbor says he saw Mike working on the air conditioning at the house and get into what looked like an argument one day.
I was out here cutting the yard and just working, pulling weeds and stuff, and I happened to look over and seen that guy working on the air conditioning, and then I just seen another guy pull up there and confront him, and they started arguing.
But J.D. Willis says he isn't quite sure what day that was, who the guy was, or if it had anything at all to do with what's now turned into a murder investigation.
Like I said, I didn't pay much attention when I seen that guy there, and like I said, it's kind of shocking when something like that happens around here.
Today, a Cumberland County grand jury in Kentucky indicted 60-year-old Thomas O'Donnell for murder. He's accused of shooting Mike multiple times, but investigators haven't said why or if O'Donnell had any prior connection to Mike or his estranged wife, Julie. O'Donnell was arrested last week at the Sacramento International Airport. He's being held on a $1 million cash-only bond at the Sacramento County Jail before his arraignment in a Kentucky court now set for the morning of January 26th.
A sad development from California. A hugely popular mountain lion that roamed freely along the hills of Los Angeles was euthanized on Saturday. Workers with the state's Department of Fish and Wildlife captured the puma last Monday so it could undergo a complete health exam. Authorities say the animal, affectionately known as P22, was in bad shape when they found it. They suspect a vehicle struck the mountain lion prior to its capture, and an exam revealed the cat was suffering from a number of problems, including irreversible kidney disease. P22 had become a celebrity of sorts over the past decade. It was once photographed beneath the famous Hollywood sign, and P22 also symbolized an effort to save California's threatened puma population.
Todd and Sarah are in love. But this isn't your classic rom-com. It's a Nissan event ad. Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Make no payments until March 2023 on select vehicles.
First impressions matter when you own a business. Whether it's a doctor's office or an Airbnb, the cleanliness of the environment matters. Cleanliness means safety. Cleanliness means good reviews. Cleanliness means repeat business. Cleaning Dynasty has been serving the bluegrass businesses for 25 years. A family business built on ethical morals and high standards. Cleaning Dynasty offers a wide range of commercial janitorial services to a multitude of respected professional properties and businesses. Call a trusted, loyal partner. Cleaning Dynasty.
Start a career in less than a year. The College for Technical Education provides training in high-demand fields like cosmetology, nail technician, esthetician on our campuses in Winchester and Nicholasville. At our Lexington campus, we offer business operations, building trades technician, information technology support, medical massage therapy, and our medical assistant program. Enroll now and start a career in less than a year. 859-272-5225 or go to cte.edu today.
When the Thompsons first bought their house, all they saw was their dream home. They didn't yet know that with a home equity line of credit from Commonwealth Credit Union, it would be their keys to epic cannonballs and the chance to see the world. As years went by, it allowed them to empower the next generation and make happily ever after come true. Which begs the question, what could your home be doing for you? Let's find out together. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
Todd and Sarah are in love. But this isn't your classic rom-com. It's a Nissan Aventad. Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get $500 loyalty cash on Pathfinder or Rogue.
ABC 36 Solid Blue Sports Report is brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.
It was another hard-fought basketball game for Kentucky that was close down the stretch, but the offensive struggles reared its ugly head again for the Cats. Let's head to MSG, Madison Square Garden for number 13 Kentucky against number 16 UCLA. Early on in the first half, National Player of the Year Oscar Tshiebwe doing what he does best, gets the board and the foul. But later in the half, Jalen Carter spin move, one-hand shot is good, 6-point lead for the Bruins. Then later in the half, Jaime Jaquez, he takes over. Nice little mid-range jumper. Then he makes Jacob Toppin touch earth on this one. Knocks down another shot. And then Tshiebwe, he gets the ball at the top of the key. Nice drive. Another and one bucket for him. He had 8 points, 16 boards in the ball game. But freshman Chris Livingston, this was his breakout game. He knocks down the 3-ball on the wing. Then the second half, he gets the ball. Nice little one-dribble pull-up. Jay is good. And then Jaquez, though, for the Bruins. Look at the footwork. Up and under move. Gets the bucket. He was big time for UCLA. Livingston, though, he gets the ball at the top of the key, knocks down the triple. He had 14 in the ball game, makes it a 3-point deficit. But UCLA closes the game strong. The Cats fall to another ranked opponent. The final score, UCLA 63, Kentucky 53. The Cats are now 4-13 in its last 17 games against teams in the top 25. Here's what Coach Cal had to say after the game.
The only way you can learn about your team mentally and physically is in games like this, where you just get physically, you learned. And now it's either you can play in this kind of game or you can't be in the game. And that's how you learn about your guys. And if they're honest with themselves, it's how they learn about themselves.
All right, let's head over to Richmond to see if EKU had better luck. They're in the battle with Radford. Second half, Devontae Bland on the block makes the shot. The Colonels trail by 3 points. Radford, though, answers right back. Kenyon Giles, look at this nice little bounce pass to Shawan Jules for the flush. Radford back up by 5 points. But the Colonels, they continue to fight back, led by freshman guard Leland Walker. The spin move makes the defender fall. He gets the offensive board, and the shot is good. Then later, EKU up by 1. Tayshawn Comer, pick and roll to Isaiah Cozart for the slam. The Colonels, they clutch this one out. They get the dub. Final score, EKU 67, Radford 65. Now, Morehead State Hoops hit the road to play Mercer and leave after a tough loss. Mercer gets the dub, winning big. Final score 79-52. The Eagles are now 6-6 this season. Now, we're just a couple weeks away from the rematch. Kentucky and Iowa meet up once again. This time, though, it's on New Year's Eve in the Music City Bowl. The Cats will be without star quarterback Will Levis and running back Chris Rodriguez. But fans can expect to see freshman sensation wide receiver Dane Key. He burst onto the scene this season by snagging 6 touchdowns and has 472 receiving yards. Key explains that it was during spring training when he knew he could have an impact this season.
Going out and practicing against some of the SEC team every day, I started to make plays in practice. I could really see myself, I was like, I can do this on Saturdays. And I guess it kind of showed that I could do it on Saturdays.
We'll see if the former Frederick Douglass Bronco can make it 7 in the bowl game. That'll wrap things up for sports. I'm Chris Bolton.
Celebrate a Cincinnati holiday tradition at Newport Aquarium. See Scuba Santa swim with the new Sand Tiger Sharks. And tell him what you want for Christmas. Save with advance tickets at NewportAquarium.com. Here's to all your favorite holiday memories. Especially the memories yet to be made. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance.
A DQ Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl is the ultimate meal to meet your morning. Just look at that crispy hickory smoked bacon. Oh, but look at that sizzling Purnell sausage. And when you grab a Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl from DQ, you can have it all. With sausage gravy, fluffy eggs, melty cheese, golden hash browns, Purnell sausage, and hickory smoked bacon, of course. It's a portable breakfast that's hearty enough to meet whatever the morning throws at you. Get it today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Keeping Binax Now handy makes it easy to test. And self-test kits may be reimbursable with no copay through your health plan. With Binax Now, you'll have reliable results in 15 minutes with the self-test that features the same technology doctors use and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. So you can always be prepared with Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Celebrate a Cincinnati holiday tradition with Scuba Santa at Newport Aquarium. For a limited time, get 2 extra months free when you purchase an annual pass. That's 14 months of close-to-home fun. Save today at newportaquarium.com.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you in part by Sayre Christian Village, Hope Housing Healthcare.
And we have our Kentucky Lottery scratch-up forecast. Sunshine on our Sunday with a temperature of 34. Monday, 36 with some clouds moving in. Tuesday, 42.
Well, that's about all the time we have left. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay safe and good night.